the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Virginia Tech's offense will go to work first. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball.
There he goes! Ripping through the defense. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Hokies!
Man, teams are always trying to find a way to establish momentum early. I don't know if you could do it better than that, though, David. Opening play in the game, you hand it off, he takes it the distance to score a touchdown.
And who says you have to pass the football to create big plays on the ground? Simple play, execution great. Talk about setting the tone for a football game. Consider the message delivered for this offense.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Mustangs offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make it? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, looking for a chance today.
That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He makes the catch. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Many times the Hokies have had a dynamic threat running the ball at quarterback, but you got to be efficient like this in the passing game.
No doubt, and you got to have some balance on offense. You got to be able to make those plays down the field in the passing game to make you honor, get some guys out of the box. So
sprinting away. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Got his man. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Hey, man, it's hard to throw down there in the red zone. These windows are tiny and they close fast. There's nowhere to go in the end zone there. That time having to check it down. Nice job by the defense rallying and making a tackle.
They've already squandered a couple of chances to score touchdowns in the red zone, and now another opportunity. It's 3rd and goal.
technique, you're thinking, I'm going to fall forward and get at least a yard. But Palmer, that defensive line got in there, and the QB got nothing.
Well, he's got to do a better job with the snap count, too, and try to catch the defense when they're napping. Right there, everybody was set and ready. And one more of those type plays, and this dude's losing his quarterback sneak programs.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. And the Mustangs buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. Handoff to the lone back. And they didn't pick up any extra room to operate, but they at least got it back to the original line of scrimmage.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
They go right back to it. Breaks it in the open. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, and he has enough to move the chains.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you can tell it's hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's King. Got his way in the middle. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. The Mustangs are moving quickly down the field. Let's go. To the air on first down. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Mustangs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Little over anxious out of the stance early, and it's a false start.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 2nd and very short here for the offense. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
Power football with the run. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, to give, looking for room. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They're trying to eat up some clock here. 9th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 6. To the air, it's King. He caught it. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on 4th. You don't have to worry about that now because of the pass completion. It's going to work.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They go right back for the extra point and the top. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. UCLA looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program with a case full of trophies, and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a room there. Pulls it in. It's Fleming. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Hokies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Going to the ground. Spins away from the defender. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll leave it with him. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Looking to throw for it. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
And I like that a lot by this defense. Like understanding this guy's a threat. He's already shown you he will take off and run the football. Treating him like a running back. Playing pass, but understanding that can happen. Rallying to the football and getting him on the ground.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Dropping back, it's King. Right on the money. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Mustangs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Spits it out to the back. Grab near the marker. It's shot. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Gets it out fast. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Offense gets set for second down. Gonna look downfield again. It's complete. He makes the tackle at the 37. It's a pickup of 5. That's good enough for a first down. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout.
Okay, ready?
It's first down from the 37-yard line.
Cricket.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. That's caught. It's Barney. Makes the grab and knocked down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And the defense gets home and makes makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
Fires to the right. Got him downfield. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. Absolutely center cut. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. He's got his man. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Rushes on him. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. He's looking downfield to throw. Here's the pressure. Firing to the right, complete. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Like QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You got a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Just a short pass to the tight end. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Hokies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Fleming. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Had to throw it before he wanted. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half. Here now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Dallas. And talk about a good, competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these 2 programs, but they've matched each other's intensity. The result has been, well, a good, competitive game so far. They don't call me the most creative man in broadcasting for nothing. back to the guys at Gerald J. Ford Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Hokies will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Making side adjustments here. To the air, it's King. He's got an open man. Flying down the right side. Inside the touchdown, SMU. And with that, they've got the lead in the second half.
Quarterback's ability to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation of time. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
We've been talking about this Big 12 showdown all week, guys. Let's show you how things played out. Arizona State answered the bell away from Tempe today with an impressive victory. The Sun Devils knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head on. Generally the mark of a really good team. Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the play fake on first down. With the catch, it's Fleming. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 21.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the second half. And it looks like they've made a few adjustments. That time, they were able to get in the backfield, get to him, and bring him to the ground.
The Hokies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards away.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Hokies will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Makes the grab on the left. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. On 30 short, they'll ride the running back here. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Mustangs are moving quickly down the field. They'll send the tight end in motion. Going to the running game. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second.
Offside, defense.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. And the Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10.
29 Philly, 2-9.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Gets it out quickly. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Into the end zone. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Mustang. They get it into the end zone to pick up that opportunity. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exit. You know, you did your job, you got points, now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Paul, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
The Hokies have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. On the move. And he's still running after the move. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
I'll tell you what, dude, in today's football, I'm not starting a team without a guy that can do that at the quarterback spot. You see it. He hits the gas, pulls it down quickly, and just goes. Whether he's reading something, whether he's throwing, he is always a threat to run the football. It completely changes the way you play defense.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
Really nice looking pass there. And I'll tell you, they ask you to do a lot at Virginia Tech when you're the quarterback. You're expected to make plays with your feet because of some of the greats that have come before you. But you've also got to be able to hurt defenses throwing it as well. The entire playbook is...
Got some room, made it to the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech!
And that's a nice job selling it by the offense, dropping back, making it look like it's passed. That running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They go back to work in the final period of this one.
Get set, get set.
Looking downfield, it's King. He's got it. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Got it.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
And is able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on third and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a fourth down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
They'll keep the offense on the field on fourth down already with a one. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
On the set.
The Mustangs are flying down the field. They'll keep it on the ground. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down to the 38. It'll be first down.
On the double.
And the Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs.
Fire.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Okay, ready?
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Scanning the field, it's King. Makes the catch, it's shot. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score. And to the end zone he goes. Touchdown, SMU. They build this lead here in the fourth, and man, has this been a long time coming as this brutal losing streak is close to ending.
That's a nice job by this offense. Nice job putting the drive together. Like, this might seal this football game. And nice response. It's nice to be home, isn't it? Come back to the home crowd after you've lost a couple games. Get some mojo going back in your way.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
2 teams inside the Big 12 squaring off today, and it's now a final. Here's a quick recap. Texas Tech made it look look easy today, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit road victory. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing with these Red Raiders. Just another week in the Big 12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. A strike downfield. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Makes the catch. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20.
3 and 25.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. It's complete on the right side. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And the Hokies want to pick up the tempo. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And he's got it inside the 35. Racing to the right. And he's slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Hokies.
Well, we know this guy's a huge weapon catching the football, and David, he's difficult to bring down. What an athlete with his size and speed.
Dude, it's stupid. You want me to play defense now against all these guys and all this speed and skill all over the yard, and then you got a tight end like this who can not only catch it with his big frame and his big body, but do that after the catch. It's just so hard to play defense nowadays.
And the extra point draws them closer. It's 31-24. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in...
Oh, he's got some space. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. And he is marked out of bounds after another big game. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. At the 45 on its way. A very productive run gets it inside the 40 all the way down to the 38-yard line. The Mustangs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. As they come to the line on 2nd down, ordinarily you might go up top, but they need to keep this one on the ground, keep that clock winding. Back to throw, it's King. Unloads to the wideout. Good quickness to grab it off the balance. And he'll take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead up 14. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Quickly to the tight end.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes trailing late, you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. To the air on first down. He's taking the deep shot. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
Seconds left, and they line up for this all-important onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage. You're probably getting blitzed. It's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It'll be 3rd and long.
Here we go.
Wide receiver comes in motion. The give to the tailback. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies him on 3rd down.
Don't worry about it, baby.
Ready.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down.
Cobra.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe getting the quarterback's head just a little bit.
Quarterback off target on that one. In this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the... He lobs one high down the left side. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make them play themselves. Finish off the game, and the offense can't leave it out from here. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. You want to talk about building confidence, coming through with a bunch of plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.